Hey YouTube, it's Tilly JS. I feel like I'm a 16-year-old girl or something. You can just kind of see my chest. I should like pull out my nipples. Hey, look at my nips. What's the word we have for that?
Nip.
It's nip Tom. Yeah. But anyway, so I'm gonna get to the point. I'll try to make this a quick video. We're advancing our degree, so we're taking some more classes, and we had to take an art or a music, one of those bullshit classes, so we could substitute it with philosophy. So I went ahead and took a religion culture class, and babe, correct me if I'm wrong, but the way I understood the course description was, it basically said all religions would be involved. It doesn't say Eastern religion and cultures. In Eastern cultures, it says religion and cultures. So I assumed it was going to be the monotheistic religions as well as the Eastern religions. Maybe not so much paganism or any of the smaller things, but that's fine. Or neo-paganism also. But so anyway, so we start off. We get the syllabus and everything, and this guy comes out and says, and he's a white dude. He claimed to be, and I might get this wrong, but I'm paraphrasing, Methodist, Southern Methodist, evangelical. But somewhere in there he's Jewish, because he leaves an email that says shalom, so I'm just confused. But anyway, this guy's been all over the place. He's been to Egypt. Help me out, babe. Egypt, Jerusalem, Turkey, Istanbul. So he's well traveled. And that's not the point of the story. I will get to the point of the story. Christopher Hitchens comes up. That's the whole point. So we start off, and he basically says that they don't want us being taught about the three major Western religions, which is kind of funny because those are in the top 5 probably for religions. I know Hinduism and Buddha are up there as far as in the top 5, but anyway, I digress. So all this religion is going to cover, or all this study is going to cover, is Sikhs, Hinduism, Buddhism, Shintoism, Confucianism. Those things. So he comes out, the first thing he says to us, and babe, help me out on this, he starts talking about Christopher Hitchens and God is not great. And it's just funny. Now, if anybody who's watching this doesn't know, I'm an atheist. I was raised Christian, I was saved and baptized and all that good shit. But anyway, so he comes out and he just starts blasting Christopher Hitchens. Help me out with some of the stuff he said.
He doesn't know religion because he doesn't, or has never been a practitioner, or he doesn't have the practitioner's point of view, or something to that effect.
Well, he doesn't have the practitioner's point of view. He comes out with, basically his book is just trashing religion as a whole. And he doesn't really attack it on any intellectual level. Because the way this guy goes is he goes around what the religion actually teaches, and he goes to the warm fuzzy things. If you've ever watched The Atheist Experience, they go over it. And there's a punchline coming to all this, I swear. Hopefully I'm not wasting too much of your time. But anyway, he goes through and he just ad hominems him, saying, and guess what? Guess what? Oh, Christopher Hitchens. And this is what he says. Now, I'm almost quoting this. He says, Christopher Hitchens is having a change of heart now. And I knew where he was going because I already know what's going on with Christopher Hitchens.
It's not a change of heart. He's reevaluating his beliefs or non-beliefs.
Yeah. He's reevaluating. But anyway, he comes out and he says, guess what he has? And I'm like, he has esophageal cancer. That's right. And now everything's changed, which is not... It's the furthest thing from the truth as far as I've heard. The only thing I've heard is he said it'll be a miracle if I'm alive for 5 years. But it was just so funny. And then he came out with... other forms of religion, which are nationalism, Stalinism, help me out, Marxism,
nationalism,
neo-paganism.
That's about it.
And I thought for a second he was going to come out and put atheism, and that's when I was going to stand up, because all this shit is, whatever. It's your opinion. You can have whatever opinion you want to, but it's just so funny to say that he's mad because he trashed religion. But then he starts going through, and he had trouble naming the things that religion did damage with. And he starts off, obviously, with the Spanish Inquisition, and it takes about 30 seconds, and then he goes to the Crusades, And it's just funny because I could have just named them off. He got to the Indians. You could argue that the Holocaust was one of them, but it was eugenics sprinkled in with some religious propaganda, and so on and so forth. I guess there's really no point to the video other than the fact that he brought up Christopher Hitchens, and anybody who's an atheist just sucks his dick. And I laugh because honestly I don't like Christopher Hitchens as a person. I don't like his political views. Now, he softened up some, like torture and things like that, when he was actually tortured. So all of a sudden, maybe torture's not as cool as he thought it was. But, bomb Iran and all this other bullshit. But at least there's a conservative atheist, because atheists are predisposed to be liberal. That's our little hat to wear. But that's pretty much it. I don't know. Is there anything else that was pertinent to the whole conversation? Oh, basically, he goes into all the logical fallacies. If you don't have religion, there's nothing to live for. We're looking for meaning. We need these things. We need religion. And it was just
the parent relationship that we all.
He went into Freud and talking about
Carl Jung.
Yeah, is it Jung or Young?
Young.
Okay, Carl Jung left Freud over religion, which is kind of funny because that's how religion is. Let's say he agreed with 99% of the things that Freud said, or Dr. Freud said, but he just disagreed on religion. But because religion is so dogmatic and tribalistic that if you disagree with that one thing, it doesn't make a shit what you say. It doesn't matter. So that's another reason that religion poisons everything, which is the whole point to Christopher Hitchens' argument, and this guy was pissed about. Anyway, I digress, I guess. Is there anything else I missed, babe? That's it. It's just all kinds of logical fallacies that basically Freud said you needed a parent, and that's where religion came from. And Carl Jung parted ways with him because of that. And really, that's what religion plays, is you think that you have to have somebody watching you and is there for you. You have to have a safety net, even if it's imaginary. But it was just an interesting conversation. This is probably the most ranting, boring video ever. But I digress. Peace out, YouTube. Thanks for listening.